Hello, Miss Putri. My name is Michelle Gospel Meheriwa, and here I will explain to you what I've just heard from the audio that you have shared. So basically, the audio is talking about medieval times, and the speaker is trying to convince us and show to us that Middle Ages is not a dark ages, but an interesting time because there are a lot of scientific discoveries happening at that time, and many inventions from Middle Ages still in use these days. Two of them are fountain pen and also glasses. So fountain pen was invented in 953 in Africa, and the glasses were invented in Italy in 13th century. Not only about the inventions, the speaker also talks about great medieval engineer named Al-Jazari. So Al-Jazari is a popular engineer at that moment, and he lived in 12th century Turkey. He also wrote a book called The Book of Knowledge. This book lists 100 different machines with instructions and diagrams explaining how to build them, which is pretty interesting to know about it. And the devices that he has designed are number one, mechanical clocks, and number two is crankshaft, which is pretty important. Back then it was used for watering, but now it is used in car engines. And the last things the speaker talks about is like the most famous and important inventions of medieval times, which is the invention of gunpowder. So this invention is happening in 9th century by Chinese scientists, and I find it pretty interesting to know about the background story or like the motives of them first time making this gunpowder. Is basically they're trying to create a powder which would make you live forever. Obviously failed, but I can't say like totally failed because these things leads to the basic of the invention of fireworks and also weapons. Even though this gunpowder was like invented in 9th century, but the instructions were written in 11th century. And many people think that this gunpowder is the most important invention in Middle Age because it also taking part of changing the history. And I do also agree with that because it literally taking part of changing the history by making the weapons and stuff like being in the war and also in the battle. So as a conclusion, I will share the four big points that I got from the audio. Number one, this audio is talking about like Middle Ages is not a dark ages, but an interesting time. Number two, many inventions from Middle Ages still in use. Number three, this audio talks about great medieval engineer named Al-Jazari. And the last one, this audio talks about the most famous and important inventions of medieval time, the invention of gunpowder. So that is all from me. Thank you very much.